Hello everybody, and welcome to another video. Today we will be discussing one of our more controversial topics as of late in the Star Wars universe. Today's topic is, why is Rey so powerful? Let's talk for a bit, check out some clips, and see if we can come to an understanding of why Rey is so powerful. So to begin, I will admit that I was one of those people that thought that makes no sense of why Rey is getting so powerful so quickly. While watching the sequel trilogy release, it kind of seemed as if Disney may not be paying attention to Star Wars lore. To some degree that may be true, but however, I took a deeper look into the situation and I think I have conceptualized a rational explanation for why Rey is so powerful. So to start, let's talk about something that Snoke mentioned in The Last Jedi. There is a part in the movie where Snoke discusses how when darkness rises, the light rises to meet it. Let's take a look at the actual clip, that way we know exactly how Snoke worded it. Let's take a look.
So much strength. Darkness rises and light to meet it. I warned my young apprentice that as he grew stronger, his equal in the light would rise.
So there's a few ways to properly interpret this, but from my understanding, he is saying that the Force always tries to find some sort of balance between the light and the dark. Hence, how as darkness rises, the light rises to meet it. So this idea basically states that there is some sort of amount of Force power, if you will, that is set to the light and the dark side. And the amount of Force is dispersed to its users. So it's kind of like the light has a certain amount, the dark has a certain amount. They're in balance, but depending on how many users there are of each, is dispersed throughout those users. That might seem kind of crazy, but let's think about it for a second, looking back on some Star Wars lore. For those of you that may not know, there was a Star Wars time period that took place long before what we know as Episode 1, and that time period is referred to as the Old Republic. During this time period, there were lots of Sith that duked it out with lots of Jedi, and there was a constant back and forth between the two. Now, if we think about it, what we said before with the dark side and the light side having the same amount of power, it's just dispersed amongst the users. The Sith could have made a very smart move when they decided to use the Rule of Two. The Rule of Two refers to the idea that the Sith only have one master and one apprentice at a time. This could allow all the dark side ability to funnel into these two individuals and allow the Sith to be very powerful when facing any enemy. Now, why is this important, and why aren't we talking about Rey? Well, here's how it applies. After Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker tried to rebuild the Jedi Order and tried to train younglings to become the new generation of Jedi. Along the way, one of his apprentices, Ben Solo, decided to turn on Luke Skywalker and join the dark side, as he saw that the dark side of the Force to be much stronger, and he felt betrayed by Luke. Ben Solo became known as Kylo Ren, and he wiped out the rest of the younglings, leaving only Luke as the last Force user at the time for the light side. Then, along came Rey into the picture. Rey had the light side called to her in the form of the Skywalker lightsaber, choosing her to wield it. Soon after Rey acquired the Skywalker lightsaber, she met Luke on Ahch-To. In time, Luke began training Rey, and during the training, Rey was making connections to the Force. During one of the training sessions, Rey observed Luke was missing from the Force and concluded that he closed himself off from the Force. Let's take a look at the clip from The Last Jedi that talks about this.
But I didn't see you. Nothing from you. You've closed yourself off from the Force.
So now we have an immense amount of Force from the light side with no Force user to go to. So where might it go? Once Rey made a connection to the Force, it basically flooded into Rey and allowed her to tap into the Force with ease much quicker than a normal Jedi. This is what helped her fend off Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens and allowed her to channel the Force in The Last Jedi. Mind you, The Last Jedi was literally the same day as the ending of The Force Awakens. It may have helped that Rey was the descendant of a Palpatine, also known as the Emperor, but it is no question that she gained her powers much faster than the average Jedi. To summarize, Rey is so powerful because she was the only entity that the Force could attach to. Although there could have been more Force-sensitive beings in the galaxy, Rey had opened herself up to the Force at the right time, and this resulted in her becoming so powerful. So there's an explanation on why Rey could be so powerful so quickly in the sequel trilogy. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked the video, drop us a like, and make sure to comment your opinions on the matter. This video was my take on why Rey is so powerful. Feel free to share your opinions as well. We will see you next time. Thanks, everybody.